What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Anthony with the Wrenched Out Garage. Today we're going to do an install and show you guys the C7Carbon ZL1 front splitter for the Camaro SS. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so if you guys have been following the channel, you know that we've ordered quite a few parts from 6LE Designs, and we started getting some of these parts in. One of those parts is the front splitter from C7Carbon. Now, I did pop the top on the box just to peek in it, and let's just dive into it right now. So this is the ZL1 front splitter. Here's the box. So as you can imagine, I'm 6 foot. This is the big box that shows up. And again, you can see the labeling on the outside. And let's go ahead and open this bad boy. We did just get it in the mail. So let's see what's inside of it, take a look at it, and then do a quick install. So here it is. That is bubble wrapped and has the foam around it. So let me step back a little bit. So there's the full guy inside the box. There's no padding or anything inside of the box, but I'm pretty sure that these guys did a pretty darn good job. So again, here it is. This is what you get in the package. There is no instructions or anything with it, so we're gonna have to figure this out on our own. I think it's a pretty straightforward install, so let's take it outside of the package and take a look. Now, C7Carbon 6LE Designs has multiple front splitters available. I'll put their links down below, but we opted for the ZL1 style in the gloss black. So let's take a look and see what this bad boy looks like. So again, now there's a ton of options for front splitters for your Camaro. We really like the way that this one looked, and it should be a fairly simple install, to tell you the truth. We'll find out here in a moment once we get it unpackaged here. It's kind of funny seeing this huge box for this kind of small part, though. It's almost misleading. All right, so this is the side that's actually gonna mount under the front of the bumper. So it's actually gonna sit right under the front of it just like that. So as you can see if I can get the camera, I mean, that's what you get with the glossy black. You can see the light reflecting. I mean, they did a beautiful job on the fit and finish of this bad boy. There's all the mounting bolts. So as you can see, let's take a look at this bad boy. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mounting holes on the bottom of this. And again, there's the underside, which is kind of this matte textured black, which actually looks like they did spray some type of, it looks like sealer on the bottom of this, hopefully to protect it. But that is ultimately it. One of the nice things about this unit here is it does, and I know it's going to be hard to see. Let me see if I can get that close enough to there. Yeah, you can see it right there. So right here you can see the grooving, and then it kind of lips up. So ultimately, that is the front lip of this bad boy. So what does this install to? So if you go to the lower portion of the or the under portion of the front fascia, there's a whole bunch of these small bolts, and that's what we're gonna dive into here in a moment. I'm gonna get some tools out, see which wrench I need, kind of take a quick look, and then we'll continue the install on this. So let's go ahead and go do that real quick. All right, guys, so we just got everything ready. We cleaned up under the front bumper. As you guys can see, all of the bolts actually run right under the front bumper. You're just gonna need a 7mm socket and some type of ratchet. I mean, you could wrench it if you wanted. So it's really your option. So what we're about to do is run right under the front of the fascia and go ahead and unbolt all of these. So I'm actually just gonna kind of skip ahead. I'm gonna go unbolt these real quick, and then we'll start actually doing the install, so you guys don't have to watch that. But these bolts run right along kind of the front unfinished to the valence part of the bumper. So let's go ahead and dive into that real quick, take it all apart, and then we'll take a look at this. One thing I want to point out, so we've got all the bolts undone, these little guys right here, but when you go to your little air splitter or air dam right here, you actually should only need to do this back one, and then there's one right here. So there's two, one here, and then there is a plastic pop rivet, and in the actual splitter there's a hole that this will seat over, or we're gonna find out if it does, but I believe it does. So I think we're ready to go. We've got all the bolts out. And then I'm gonna try to fit it up in here, and hopefully it'll fit right under this and kind of hold it up a little bit. So let's grab it and then see what happens. All right, guys, so one thing that you should know is we did clean under this again because there was quite a bit of dirt and debris kind of built up under here. So you may want to do that. I would suggest it. I don't want to drag this. I did try to fit the drill under there. My impact drill, it would not fit. Let me see if I can show you real quick. So if you look right here, this hopefully will it looks like it's actually the size of the outside diameter. So we're gonna find that out, and then there's the two. So we're gonna see how well this all fits on. So we're gonna do kind of a quick test fit. So there it is. So if you take a look at this, obviously it's not bolted up, but the nice part, if you can see it, it is sitting right on there. So if you are by yourself, it'll kind of hold it up a little bit for you, enough to get some of these bad boys threaded back in, but you can see it's really clean. So let's actually go ahead and get it bolted in, and then take a look at it, okay? All right, guys, so we just wrapped up installing the ZL1 front air splitter by C7Carbon. We got it from 6LE Design, so let's take a look at this bad boy. We think it looks super clean, definitely complements the front end of the Camaro. A couple of things. One, obviously, just do those 2 outside bolts for those air dams. Do not pop out those plastic rivets. You don't need to. There is the holes already cut there for it to sit right over. Now, all you really need to do for this install, again, is clean out the underside, unbolt it. I cleaned it again because there was some debris around the washers that the bolts sit on, so I cleaned out that again and then clean under the air dams. This is just a 7mm. You will need an extension for those air dams. I did use one of these little this in lieu of this. This actually worked a little bit better. It's quite a bit faster. I did try to fit the drill under. Drill didn't fit. But all in all, this is one beautiful front air splitter. Those guys with the glossy black knocked it out of the park, so my hat is off to see it. C7 Carbons and 6LE designs. So it looks fantastic. Definitely kind of makes that front end look a lot meaner, and that's what we're going for. I think it kind of just flows very nice with the front end of this car. Looks beautiful, super simple install. Again, 7mm, a couple of ratchets or one, or even a wrench. Probably take you about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to unbolt everything. Those side, if you are doing it alone like I was, those little side panels, it will hold it in enough for you to get a bunch of the bolts started. You just get them started. Go snug, don't go over. I wouldn't go crazy with tightening these bad boys, just enough to where it seats up against it very nicely. So this is one of many upgrades that's coming to the Camaro, so make sure, stick around, hit that subscribe button, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of those places, and of course, Twitter as well. So we appreciate you guys checking out the C7 ZL1 glossy black install video, and of course, once spring hits, you'll see a lot more videos of this and the car in action. We do have a lot of other parts that we're going to be installing soon. We got the ZL1 C7 Carbon side skirts that's coming up next on install videos, so make sure and stop back by. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything, make sure to drop a link below. Drop us something. If you have any questions, hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, guys, be safe, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.